Hello, class. Let me see. I am having a little bit of feedback, but I want to record. Make sure this records okay.
Who are you talking to?
Okay. Hello and welcome. We are going to be okay, hold on. Oh, that is what's going on. Okay, so I'm figuring out my volume there. If I do this, the hat will work. Yeah, you guys are so smart. Okay, welcome back to social studies. We are just finishing up math and putting our math away for today. And we will need out our social studies notebook in a little bit. And I've asked my homeroom to stand behind your seat, but have your notebook out and ready. We're going to play a really quick game of Simon Says, and then we're going to get started. So, are you ready? Okay, first, Simon says, if your notebook is ready, cross your arms. Simon says, touch your head. Simon says, make a T. Simon says, touch your head. Simon says, make a T. Simon says, touch your head. Simon says, make a T. Simon says, touch your head. Make a T. Oh, I'm sorry. Those are some big flinches. Okay. Simon says, reach for the sky. Simon says, touch your head. Simon says, touch your shoulders. Simon says, touch your knees. Simon says, touch your toes. Touch your nose. Simon says, touch your nose. Simon says, touch your head. Oh, if you reach for the sky instead, you're out. Simon says, reach for the sky. Simon says, touch your toes. Simon says, jump. Touch your toes. Oh, I did not say Simon says. Tay is out. Simon says, reach for the sky. Simon says, make a T. Simon says, reach for the sky. Simon says, make a T. Reach for the sky. If you reach for the sky, you're out. Simon says, reach for the sky. Simon says, touch your toes. Simon says, reach for the sky. Simon says, look up. Touch your toes. Eliana and Lane, those are some big flinchers. Simon says, reach for the sky. Simon says, spin in a circle. Simon says, have a seat. All right, guys, that is all the time we have. I know we didn't get a winner this time, but that's all the time we have. So fifth grade had some big changes today, this week. We added a fifth teacher, as you know, so that took up a bit of our time doing schedule changes and things like that. We are now ahead of Team Lightning a little bit with curriculum, so we had to slow down a little bit. On Friday, we just watched CNN 10, that was it. CNN 10 is always a good option if I forget to record this. This is recorded for a couple of students that are taking social studies with another teacher in the building, and so I'm recording this for a couple other kiddos, just so you know. We'll start that today. I'm just switching classes that we're doing it with. So as you know, last week we did a few discussions on first sources and then totals. So first, let's review that a little bit. You can use your notebook to help you out with this one. I think sources first was on maybe the first or second page. So we're looking here at primary sources and secondary sources. We're looking at these notes. Forgive my technology. All right, we're looking at these things. Use my coffee mug as a placeholder. All right, and I'm going to move over here to the board, and we're gonna do some review and see what you guys remember from sources. I'm going to go behind Mrs. Husby today. Over here behind Bobby, you have your notes. Try not to look at your notes. The first learning target that we talked about was I can tell the difference between primary and secondary sources. So can you give me an example, maybe without looking, what a primary source could be? Oh, I see some hands that flew up. Good. Grace, give me a primary source.
A primary source is telling the story if it happened in your own eyes.
Okay, so someone
that
who
was
there, and that was a primary source. I agree. Yes. Fantastic. Good. Let's see, Bob, I'm going to use the corner of your desk here for this. And yep, can I do that? Oh, yes, that's going to be good. Try not to bump that though. All right. So primary source, someone who was there. Give me another one. Kane.
primary source. Primary? Well,
Sure.
primary?
Sure.
Okay. Primary source is like someone, like a gun expert for a reason.
Okay, an expert.
An expert. And then someone passed it down, so that's a secondary.
Okay, so maybe an expert in an interview.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Axel.
An old journal.
Journals. What's another word for journal?
Diary.
Diary. Okay. Lainey?
Like an
Interview an expert. Okay. Yes, Riley?
The secondary one, like if a story passed down to somebody else and then they tell it.
Okay, so we'll say secondhand. Secondhand or a story passed down. Good. Okay. Chase.
Some of that I read from autobiography.
Autobiography is primary or secondary? If someone writes about themselves, were they there? They live it. So that would be
Autobiography.
primary. Autobiography over here. Okay. Trina.
A picture of like a piece of art that you made.
Okay, so art from the time period. Okay, what about your textbook? What's your textbook?
Secondary.
Secondary. Okay. How about CNN 10? What's CNN 10 usually?
Primary.
If they are doing it, they're there, but if they're putting it together,
Secondary.
so news broadcasts might be here. Newspaper articles can also be over here. Yes. There we go. Okay, so newspaper articles can be in either one. So newspaper articles that maybe does an interview or is from describing an event that happened and the journalist was there, that'd be a primary source. If they're retelling or compiling information or they're doing putting information together, it could be secondary too. Okay, that's excellent. Guys, I have a little worksheet for you guys to test out your knowledge, and we'll see how far we get. Today's worksheet is, I'm coming, very, very, very short. So can I have my teacher helpers? Teacher helpers, come on up, give one. They're the same one, so just give them one and then bring me the extras.
Being recorded.
Okay, this is being recorded. Yes,
Yeah,
the appropriate.
And Kelly's waving.
Okay, so this sheet we're going to glue into our paper and we're going to write down, do we think it's a primary source? And if it's a primary source, you can put a P for primary source. If you think it's a secondary source, you're going to put an S for secondary source.
Is that for math or science?
Okay, so a little bit of review from last week. This gets glued into your notebook.
Kind of like for the camera.
Okay, glue that into your notebook. All right, I'm gonna come on over here now and, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna give you 3 minutes. 3 minutes to make as many guesses as you can, and then we will go over the answers today. Is it a primary source or is it a secondary source? Okay, so this is glued into our notebook. P for primary, S for secondary. P for primary, S for secondary.
Do we have a pencil or pen?
P for primary, S for secondary. Okay. So this is what we're doing right here. P for primary, S for secondary. Okay, now could it be both? Yeah, it could maybe be both. P and S, you could put a P and an S, go ahead. Okay, so go ahead and write down your guesses. We'll go over these together, but write down your guesses. You can write right on the sheet. Glue it into your notebook, please. Katrina, these need to be glued in. Please don't leave these loose. Are these extras? Okay, I have copies for Tristan already. So. Which one are you on?
15.
Number 15, the United States Constitution. The
I don't know what that is.
our list of rights that the U.S. Constitution has kind of tells us what our rights as citizens can be. What we have declared as citizens are very important to us. What our laws are based on.
Does math have the law? I said in social studies.
Okay, one more minute. We're just going kind of quick today. Yes. Yeah. Yes, exit.
What do you do with this is my response? Because I did social studies.
Right. Yes. Okay, so let's just do a couple of these, you guys. I just was looking at my clock, and I have you for like another 2 minutes only. Today's going to be very short. Like I said, we have a lot of stuff going on in 5th grade today. So, number 1, a play showing how Benjamin Franklin flew a kite during a lightning storm. A play about what he experienced. Who says P? Who says S? Who is not sure? Number 1, was anybody in the play there to see Benjamin Franklin fly a kite? No, so that is secondary. Number 1 should be S for secondary. Number 2, a short story describing Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla's electric battle. A short story about it. Who says P for primary? Who says S for secondary? Who is not sure? It's a story about it. Was the author there?
No.
Maybe, maybe not. 2 should be S for secondary. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue this talk about primary and secondary. Tomorrow, we're also going to review totals, the parts of a map, and start putting a map together in our journals. That is all we have time for today. We'll see you mañana, tomorrow.